Shelley with the show, live, local, topical, and irrelevant, my friends. I want to I want to take these calls. A bunch of people called in. I want to take these calls, but I want to talk about something really quickly. It's going to be really fast. That was Bad Bunny. I don't understand a word he said. The music sounds good though, right? I want to talk about something. And I want you to hear me out because I'm not chastising. And I promise you that I'm not speaking down to anybody. But this has to be said, okay? One of the reasons why I turned and became a conservative years ago is because I saw the ideas, the policy ideas, the pure ideas were better for me. Personally. And then I also went a step further and I saw that they were better for people in the lower middle working class to move up. I thought they were better ideas. I said, these ideas are better. I've looked at the other ideas, particularly coming from New York City. I've looked at the other ideas and they don't seem to work. They don't seem to bring people out of their conditions. These ideas are better. Smaller government, lower taxes, better schools. School choice, things like that. So these are better ideas. So I became conservative. And I believe in that to this day. And I believe a lot of our brand, conservatism, is being ruined. Because when I start to feel like, you know what? This is not a place. I don't like this place, this group anymore. Not because the ideas are bad. The ideas haven't changed. It's because in many cases the party, or they're not sticking to the ideas. They're not adhering to the ideas. They're doing completely different things. And the people are driving me out. And let me give you a perfect example. For 6 months, people said when they first, let me show you, I'm going to take you through the transition. I'm going to take you through what happened. And where we are today. When they first announced Bad Bunny, the large thing was he wasn't an American citizen. Then people found out he was from Puerto Rico, and Puerto Ricans are citizens. And so they shifted. Within 48 hours, it shifted to him wearing a dress. Something, like I said the other night, a lot of men have worn, right? Run down a number of movies and actors who have worn a dress. It's not a big deal, right? I mean, it is a big deal, but it's not a big deal. But it shifted to that. Then it shifted to he sings all his songs in Spanish. And so the goalpost kept getting moved as to why people were angry. And then Saturday rolled around. And people were like, after they announced the All-American halftime show, people said, I'm going to watch this. It's America, and it's the Brantley Gilbert and Kid Rock and all of this stuff. They weren't going to watch. They were going to flip over. Then Sunday came. People flipped. They watched the Super Bowl, and they went away at the halftime. And those who stayed complained because they couldn't understand a word, myself included. I couldn't understand a word. I don't speak Spanish. But I like the music. I love the production value. But the people who switched never saw Bad Bunny perform. And if they stayed, they didn't understand a word he said. Then today, Tuesday, 2 days after the Super Bowl, I'm seeing everybody that complained the day he was announced, beat and moaned, and then didn't watch, went to the other halftime show, now posting how outraged they are because they finally read the translation of the songs he performed. And so I thought to myself, wait a minute. These people can't be serious. These people cannot be this ridiculously, dare I say, stupid. Like, you did not hear it because you went to another halftime show. And if you stayed, you didn't understand it because it was in Spanish. But then you're reading the translation and you're outraged at the filthy words that were sung. But you didn't see it or you didn't understand them. So how could you possibly be outraged at something that you didn't watch or you didn't hear or you didn't understand? How could you possibly logically be outraged by it? It just tells me that you want to be angry, that there's something going on in your personal life that is driving you to be angry for no reason, because it doesn't stand a logic test for any human being to not watch something or watch it and not understand a word because it's in a different language and then be outraged 2 days later at those translations of the songs that they didn't watch or they didn't understand in the first place. It's not logical. And let me tell you why I know it's not logical. Years ago, before I got on this great station, I used to watch the left and Democrats, particularly here in Georgia, pretty much primarily here in Georgia, but nationally as well, get mad at something Rush Limbaugh would say on the radio. Whatever it is, they would get mad. And I would say, hey, did you hear that? Did you hear him say it? And they say, no, I don't listen to him. And I say, okay, wait, what do you mean you don't listen to him? I don't listen to that guy. This is what they would say to me. And I would say, well, how could you get upset at something you don't listen to and you didn't hear? Well, they're reporting it in the paper. They're reporting it online. They're talking about it over here. And I'm saying, but you don't listen. If you don't listen to the man, how could you get upset at something you didn't hear? And they'd all say, oh, well, that's not the point. What do you mean it's not the point? That's the only point. How could you possibly be outraged? How could you possibly be outraged at something you did not hear? And how could you possibly be outraged at something you not only didn't hear, but you purposely don't listen to? The same in this case. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this whole episode is an indication to me that this country is finished. We're done. And you may not know it. You may not recognize it. You may think you're trying to save it, but we're done. To watch grown people literally go on their social media and post the translated words of Bad Bunny after spending 6 months telling me they weren't going to watch it and they couldn't understand Spanish, that was another reason they weren't going to watch it, and they were going to flip their channels and go and watch another halftime show. Tell me today, look at it, the words that he sung. What? You don't understand Spanish, so you don't know the words that he sung. You didn't watch it, so you didn't see him sing the words you don't know he sung. And lastly, let me say this. How do you know he sung those words if you don't speak Spanish? There are many singers who have vulgar or curse words or bad language in their songs, and guess what? They don't air them. They don't sing them in public. They sing them at a concert, but they don't play them on the radio. When Dr. Dre performed and Snoop Dogg performed, bunch of words in those songs that you can't hear and play for the kids, guess what? They didn't say them because they're at the Super Bowl. It's nuts where we are in this country. And it seems to me that people want to be angry. That's where we are. People are looking for reasons to be angry. And when you're up against that, I go back to what I started with, the Republican Party and the ideas. When you're up against and you're running and you've got people on your side who want to be angry, and the same for the Democrats, people on that side who want to be angry, there's no coming back from that. We can't fix that. We can't just all come together as one because you're looking to be angry. I can't fix that. There's nothing I can do for that. There's nothing God or prayer or the Bible or whatever holy book you pray to or whatever entity you pray to. There's nothing they can do for that. As great as God is, as all-powerful and all-knowing as God is, if you're walking around angry at everything, there's nothing the Lord can do for you. There's nothing that can be done. I'm afraid we can't rebound from where we are right now. It's gone too far. And it's sad because this is a great country with great people. But it's a virus. It's a mind virus, and it's not just a mind virus with the Democrats. Don't believe that. If you believe that, you really are a psychopath. It's a mind virus throughout this country. We're all infected. And I don't know, honest to God, I don't know how to fix it. I wish I did. I wish I can say, hey, pray. Hey, go to church. Hey, go to mosque. Hey, go to synagogue. That's not even going to work. Because by and large, what I'm seeing out there right now, if you did any of those things, you'd be mad at God or Allah or Jehovah. You just curse him out like you curse everybody else out. 404-872-0750. 1-800-WSB Talk. This is the Shelley Winter Show. Taking your calls next.
Hace tiempo lo barato me salió caro.